Well, well, well. It's been a while since we've had an empty bunker, huh? Welcome everyone back to more Ghosts of Tabor. Wipe has finally happened, and with Wipe, we currently have the new island of Tabor. So it has been reworked. Finally, it has come. We are back down to level 1. Our Omega secure container is gone, but you know what? It's all in the name of it is what it is. So let's not waste any more time. We're just gonna hit right into Island of Tabor, and I will see you all in raid. Well, well, well. Where are we indeed? Wow. You know what? This reminds me of Into the Radius. I'm surprised. Okay. This reminds me a lot of Into the Radius right out the bat. I'm impressed. It's very Into the Radius had some very good map designs, and it seems like they seem to have taken some inspiration. I don't mean it in a bad way. It's legitimately I'm impressed. It feels already we are in an unfamiliar territory. I have no idea where we are. I see. Ooh, where are we? This looks like a factory. There's definitely gonna be some phoenixes here, so let's just take a look around. It looks like the island has been shelled, huh? Man, this really was worth the wait, huh? Okay, so first off, we've got a lot of large areas to loot here. Starting with this shell half building over here. No telling where the phoenixes are. I've got a pretty standard loadout. Wow, this is really looking like the this is really right out the gate looking like the place from Into the Radius, isn't it? Honest Honestly, I half expect something to a fragment to pop out and start shooting me. Wow. So obviously they've revised and ooh, my favorite gun. They've revised and added a lot of new things to Island, and we just so happen to spawn right next to one of the newer places. So this is what I believe to be the workers' factory, which uh no worker housing. So it's not any known place as far as I can tell. Also, this map now is now housed for 24 people, 24 players. I mean, so this map is gonna be really huge. Uh, they haven't added the night variant yet, but honestly, I'm not really surprised. It does kind of take time for them to put in all the lighting and stuff for, and I mean, let's be honest, they're basically just another map entirely anyways. Wow. Alright, so we've been into here. Let's see what's in here. Is this the only way in? Okay. An exfil point. Okay. It's like a can't tell if that truck's active or not. Right. We got some like huge blast doors. I wonder what that's for, honestly. No telling, you know. The bunker could go somewhere else entirely. I'm not seeing any phoenixes around, but at least it gives us some time to look around, I guess. Wow. I have no idea, like, I have no idea if, okay. So it looks like if you get up there, you can hop down into this area. All right. And then you can also. Okay, so there's a third floor, and you can also hop to over there, I believe. Looks like they decided to not allow you to go all the way up there. Okay. This place seems completely empty, and I don't know if that's by design or I'm just not, or because I'm here, no phoenixes are spawning. But so where are we exactly? Is the question we should ask. I have exactly zero clue where we are. Like, which part of the map are we? We saw a sniper tower over there. Okay, this place looks like it's definitely have some phoenixes around. It's a radio station. Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. It certainly seems like they don't just put everything in one area anymore. The loot areas are really, really spread out now, and that's a pretty good thing, all things considered. Cause I mean, you know, you would just have these like giant like loot rooms, and then that would be pretty much the entire thing. There really are no phoenixes here, huh? Okay. Well, I can sell this actually. I'm half and half on like the. I don't really. I said I'm not really gonna focus on this. Why? I'm mainly just gonna have fun. But at the end of the day, I'm still. It still means that I'm gonna have to play. So. I'm gonna be taking all of these junk items with me, cause. You know, the last time I didn't take junk items, it bit me heavily in the butt when I had to go and, you know, get all of them for the quest and whatever. Like I said, it's not going to be. It's no longer gonna be the case of I'm gonna be going for the Omega Secure Container, because I mean I technically won the game already, right? So what's the point? Spot. Looks like we can go this way. There might be something this way. Alright, so that's the like factory area, I guess. I don't really know what it's called. I like how the as I you know step into the forest area, the ambience changes into to have birds. I'm not sure how many phoenixes are really out here at the moment. Currently, it seems a little bit sketchy that there are like 0 at all. But I mean, I'm sure I'll eventually run into them anyways. There's no way that they don't add phoenixes to the map. That's kind of just like a basic thing, you know. But I would imagine they wouldn't be, of course, be like out in the open here, you know. They would be at landmarks like they were in the original map. Wow. Okay, so there's one place over there and there's one place up here. We'll go this way and then go down that way, and then maybe we can get our bearings. This feels amazing. If you like I said, I got into the radius vibe right away, and that vibe being when I first like loaded into the game and I had no idea what I was doing. So that's just a tree. Schizophrenia out here. What do we have here? It's like a office. I will say, this is a definitely a huge glow up the island. I'm glad that they took all this time to do it, you know, and they're prioritizing stuff like this instead of you know, freaking implementing gunsmithing or any of the other stuff that literally I wouldn't want to be in the game. I feel like gunsmithing, like, technically it was a promised feature, but I feel like it no as the game evolved, it stopped having a place in the it stopped making sense to have it anymore. So I'm glad they kind of got rid of it. Some little unique decals. Guys, just a house. Blue light stick over here. You know what this really reminds me of? This kind of okay, well that's a little bit weird, but it kind of reminds me of like the kind of like a map of Silent North, which is another pretty good combat waffle game. The only problem with Silent North at the moment is that it's largely underdeveloped, so it needs a lot of work. Hey, look at that! We finally found some phoenixes. Oh, okay. Quite a few of them, huh? Okay. So what place is this? Because I don't recognize it. Is it docks? I mean, it's next to a pier, so. I mean, you know, it's kind of, you kind of just it's mostly just you need the map knowledge. That's why the AUG is probably one of the best early game weapons. By the way, you get a built-in scope. I tried to make a video about it once upon a time, but the whole time I was calling it a Spectre 1 gun, so I had to delete the entire footage because there was no way I was gonna let it slide that I. Okay, so this looks like what previously was Boathouse, but there's not really Boathouse anymore, is it? Yeah, it's not really anywhere significant, as far as I know. Very interesting. Got all these like mini resort places where you have a kitchen and a bed, and yeah, it really, once again, it really reminds me of just Silent North in general, which is not necessarily a bad thing, don't get me wrong. uh it's just that I seem to kind of get the vibe that there's even more dead space now than before, which once again it's not like it's inherently a bad thing. I mean, it's now big enough to surplus 24 to justify 24 players in the map, right? So it's definitely the PvP map to go if you're for basically your well PvP needs. But I will say that I mean, you know, naturally, because it's the first time I'm going here, I'm obviously going to be very unfamiliar, but uh yeah, I'm trying to give constructive well, not criticism, but just my 2 cents on it, I suppose. I like it a lot. You know, it has a lot of atmosphere now. You know, and maybe my purview may change down the line, but as it currently stands, I really like all of this. You know, I think that this was good. Okay, so pier, garage island, docks, lighthouse. Uh, no, no laps as of yet. Well, I've been searching these houses so far, so still haven't, we still haven't found laps yet, of course. But garage island, 790 meters. Wow, okay. That is definitely ways away. Let's head towards the lighthouse, see if it has improved in any way. And then we can slowly start circling back around there. I hope there's no like random fucking mines everywhere. Yeah, the spawning in that forest lot really reminded me of Into the Radius's atmosphere, and that's a really good thing, because Into the Radius was a pretty big masterpiece of a game. Looks like, I mean, the lighthouse is in Xville, obviously, and it's also really huge now. It's not just a lighthouse. But it begs the question: is the catnip still up there, or is it like gone now? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was gone, because, quite frankly, I mean, the guy like no longer plays Tabor or something. I don't know. Maybe they moved it. Maybe it's still there. Maybe whatever, you know. What do we have here? So we have so you can approach this area in a couple different ways. It seems that you can.
Já tě zabiju, Hunter!
It's a checkpoint. Oh, come on. What's the point? Okay, so this is a checkpoint which has a couple stuff, I guess. I guess can't open those boxes yet. Oh, that's radio. Garage Island should have labs, right? I'm so glad that it's not stationed away at like. Oh wait, where's the church then? That's a very interesting question. Where is the church? Because it doesn't seem to be any. I haven't seen it as far as I know. Is it all the way up there? Oh, no, it's just up there. Alright. We'll exfil. I'll tell you what. We'll head towards here. Maybe we can find labs, and then we will circle back around to over there. We have 40 minutes. I mean, looking at how this is, it looks like this entire video is just gonna be just us exploring the new island, more or less unedited, I guess. But what? It's a little like outpost over there. So right out the gate, I'm being shot at. Fantastic. fuck, there's mines over there. It's close by. Do not enter, but I wanna. Alright, so now radio tower can have has a little sniping outpost there. I think that will be pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay, we got JPCs, but we have SBs right now, so we don't particularly need that. If I wanna make Tabor content, I'm gonna have to start you know, leveling up Minty and Spectre at the very least. Everything else is kind of secondary. So I was planning to stream today, but my internet but my router really hates me that, and my parents are home. So okay, well this looks a little bit more familiar, doesn't it? Ooh, a CPU, that's huge. Oh, and a sight too. Okay, that's even better. There we go. Well, this looks really familiar, doesn't it? Promadol, hell yeah. Could always use more healing items and whatnot. Okay, this looks like an actual like work area now. Right out the gate, already a smith site. Okay, I'll take it. Hell yeah. So a basic rule of thumb that I always do when playing the start of wipe is anything that you see that looks like it's of value, you take, right? And for the most part this kind of extends to the junk items, but also another thing that at the start of wipe kind of neglects giving you is anything that's related to attachments. You kind of have to buy those yourself. So what I'll always say during the start of raid wipe is to just look out for as many of these attachments as you can, and anything else that looks like it may be valuable, like dials and whatever for any turning quests and whatnot.
Seljedo jej skurvený ksichtu!
Oops. Guess it's not the most safe to come out here without dealing with that guy first anymore, huh? Alright. So they shifted here. And well, where's the GPU luck now, huh? It's a little bit darker here. I'm assuming GPUs can still spawn here, but that's speculatory. Okay, never mind. So it looks like you can't really go all the way up there anymore. You can't really go up there. That's fine. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. $60.7 is probably not bad for starters. It's really weird that now we're like, you know, we're back to carrying these mini shits and whatever. Looks like we can't really go this way, huh? Oh, well, labs is there. Okay, we're going there then. I hope there's no mines here. There's no real indication of where the mines start or end, so looks like labs is largely the same, isn't it? Well, every other map is largely the same, really, but except for island, which is technically what matters this wipe. This map is now huge for and is basically it's fantastic, really. Huh. I can see how that would be a problem, huh? I think I can make it work. It looks a little shit, but it works. Those doesn't look like my shots are firing, so I'm gonna have to scrap that idea from the looks of it. Yeah, how are you gonna shoot anyone like looking like that? Tell you what, we do this. We do this instead. What the hell is this guy doing? Oh my god, he's sprinting. Is that him? I literally can see him. Oh, the Smith sight was a good idea for about 2 seconds, I guess. I guess you need the HK416 if you want to use an M4 carbine like this. Man, you are not making it easy to be hit, huh? Okay. Let's take a look at what we got here, huh? Alright, so right out the gate, I don't think the rest of that area is, well, at least not to what I know. Actually, that area is probably the workers' camp. I'm just not sure if that area is currently available to me. Okay, suppressor. These things are pretty good items to take. Because suppressors sell for really good money. That's if labs is largely the same, then it's not gonna be worth exploring too much. Well, we'll see. Does the drop down still exist? Yes, it does. Alright. It's good to know. Okay, underground has been completely deleted from existence, it seems. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because to be fair, it didn't really provide any real value to the map other than just being an area for, you know, in Jacksonville. So it was changed to this. Now that's a quirky idea. I like that. That area in sight wasn't really a high value loot area. It had like a backpack crate. This thing has been closed off completely, and really most people would only come into here to loot this area because this place has the GPU area. And it seems like they kind of nerfed this area in general because, as you can see, there's like literally next to nothing here anymore. These crates used to be lootable. They're not anymore. This place would technically hold the GPU, but it's been replaced by Cox, I guess. I'm pretty sure I mean the Phoenix placement is out here typically. Alright, looks like church is up there. So we can continue to take a look, I guess. We still have 30 minutes on the clock, so we're not exactly in a rush, I suppose. This place feels colder, more unwelcoming. You know? It feels like we're not supposed to be here. I already see some people, you know, like grinding the shit out of this game. I'm just gonna preface it that I'm not gonna be one of those guys. I really only started putting effort into Tabor when the wipe started rolling around, and I kind of burnt myself out, to be honest. I mean, I'll still play Tabor because I still think it's a really fun game. It's just not gonna be with the effort that I did the other time anymore. Okay, so it's good to know that this place is, you can still shimmy yourself up here. Apparently secure yourself. AP powder right away into the right away, I guess. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. Finally gonna have a use for all those for all those storage containers, I guess. Yeah, just the whole atmosphere of labs feels generally unwelcome. I mean, it still generally looks the same, but obviously you can kind of see it's like there's no crate there anymore. So obviously it's changed. It's changed in certain ways. It would be nice to find a gear tech, but it seems like that's not going to be happening for a little while. So we have to do with adventure bags as per usual. Yeah, it's just, I mean, if it weren't for the fact that I want to check out new island, I would say, and you know, most people would say that the smartest thing that you could do is load up into one of the night maps and then just go for it. And that still kind of stands, really, except that Matka Night doesn't really exist Island Night doesn't really exist anymore, so you kind of have to make do with with Matka Knight, which I mean I guess isn't really that huge of a problem, because if you somehow manage to kill what's his face Collector early into the wipe, especially for PvE, you're pretty much set, because 6.8 is just gonna destroy every single Phoenix that comes in your way. The LMG is just universally one of the better rounds. Okay, so to remove one of these lockers, that is a little bit of an odd choice. Actually, you know what? It kind of makes sense because oh, they nerfed the gun room, or this place has been severely nerfed, huh? Okay. I'm gonna get this video out same day because of the stream, because of the me being unable to stream. That if I can't stream, I'll try to make up for it by doing a video that day, which means that this will pretty much be like the third day in a row that I upload third day in a row that I upload, which I mean is never a bad thing anyway. So got him. But I see we've already restarted the whole finding energy drinks again. Let's try to hit for fish cultist area, see if anything has changed, and then we'll circle back around to do we have time? 20 minutes on the clock is still very, very generous, all things considered, so I'm not concerned. That guy just spawns outside of there now, like a creep. I believe I won't break my legs. Okay, let's try going up here. Seems like they've carved out a path for us over here. Yeah, this is very obviously the path that they want us to take. I mean, you can kind of guess, like, you know, like paths based off of like how light the grass is, because typically, I mean, greener grass means that it's been stepped on less. You have this like gravelly stuff. It's kind of an indicator that people have traversed the area pretty frequently, and that's basically what it is. Is that a? It is a fish cultist. Oh no. Okay. I guess we're getting a Fin Reaper early into the match, huh? Should be 3 more in there, so fingers crossed, I guess. You guys ready? Alright, well, that was great. We're gonna take the fish cultist mask first, right out the gate. We have a VSS, that's pretty good, probably better than the MP7. Ooh, okay, never mind. I know we are definitely taking that. AK is another pretty good weapon. Okay, this is cool. MP7, generally useful, but okay. This place looks definitely different. Did I forget the Fin Reaper? Oh, well, apparently it doesn't spawn anymore, so probably upstairs or something. I mean, obviously this place looks different, right? Is this a confession booth? It's a... Hello, Mr. Infish. Okay, so there's a drop-off spot. Ooh, there's a back entrance now as oh, well, okay, there always was a back entrance. Well, what was I saying? Okay, epinephrine. Okay, interesting. Is there nothing in here? Is this all just dead space? Interesting. Is it like a new trade-off thing where you know, they pretty much always spawn now, but they no longer drop like the Fin Reaper and other whatchamadoozits? Like, is that what that is? Could just be a rare spawn, and I could just be unlucky. But it doesn't seem like you know, having them spawn is like necessarily like a good thing anymore, because as far as I know, it doesn't seem like there's anything worth taking anymore. Okay, we have a graveyard. I think when they spread, maybe it's still unfinished, but as it currently stands, it doesn't really seem worth to go after them anymore, other than XP. And I think if you're at the point where you need to farm XP to do things, it would probably be wiser of you to just, you know, hit to mall, because I heard that the zero foxtrots are there to stay, so you might want to head there instead. What is this area? This looks like a prison. Is that a person? Very much is. Well, what is this place? Is this the workers' camp or whatever? Or the barracks, as I like to call it. Could very well be. I mean, it has high walls, so you would think it would probably be unlikely for people to get out. And we are really far away from everything. We are. Okay. God, I hope the recording's coming out alright. How much time do I have left? 15 minutes. Alright. We'll just take a quick peek around, see if we can find anything useful, and then we'll dip. Crap. Okay. I mean, it's definitely been changed. I think it's been stripped of its former glory, honestly. Because back then you used to have a vault here. No telling where that is anymore. Could be in there. guards barracks, I must imagine. Ooh, SSD card. Yeah, I have no clue where anything is anywhere anymore. So, ooh, what is this? We have this is purple now? Well, it must get the job done, huh? Interesting. So purple's here. I had one thing I haven't found yet is the one shot vault. I have no idea where it is, and well, we kind of running out of time. We only have 13 minutes left, and we still have to hit the lighthouse, which is apparently 900 meters away. So what the hell? Oh, we really are at the edge of the world, huh? What do we got in here? Just your standard stuff. Ooh. Let's just leave that there. Okay, so what do I think of Island? I think it's great for the most part. Would I say it's good for PvE? Honestly, not really, because I think the island's a little bit too big to justify going to it for anything other than quests. I'm glad that it's easier to snipe now on this map for PvE specifically. I hate sniping in PvP. So just in general, I think it's probably best to say that you know, at first this map was like an S tier in terms of loot, but I think it, for the night variant at the very least. But if you were to genuinely ask me ask me that again now, I would unfortunately have to put the day lower and then night especially lower. I will have to knock. I will knock Night Island from S tier down to A tier, and then Day Island from A tier down to B tier on my previous list. Just because the map is just so big now that it really does not benefit PvE. It really only benefits PvP when you can have 24 freaking players on the map, right? So that's like the whole thing about this is that it's a PvP map because you now have 24 players. If you do the math, 24 divided by a team of 3, that's what, like 8 teams? That's 8 3-mens to fight. That is so much. That's so many people that you can fight in one raid. Literally, you cannot do this anywhere in any other map in Tabor. So this is the true PvP map. I don't, and the Phoenixes are kind of just, I mean, Island, they pre-patch Island, old Island also had this kind of issue, but it's not really that good for you know, just in general, just like whatever, cause now Makamies is now still a top contender, and I don't think they're ever gonna switch up Makamies for the foreseeable future at the very least. Is that him? How the hell was I supposed to see you? Okay. Alright, so I guess this is the new docks exfil. That's 9 minutes. Well, we definitely have time to look around this area. Ooh, a spark plug. Well, it does look a little bit more like a lighthouse, realistically, anyways, or a boathouse. Sorry. You have like the guy, the dock keeper or whatever it's called, and and he would be watching over like the entire docks, and you would be okay, so we can do this, but for what reason exactly? Okay. There's no actual point to that, but sure. I guess it's more for PvP if you need to like flank and take different angles. I guess that's what that is for. Okay. Well, there's nothing really special about this place. I imagine a flight recorder could spawn up here maybe, but I mean, once again, speculation. Well, we didn't explore the entire island, but honestly, from what we've seen so far, uh, it's really impressive. I'll give my final thoughts at the outro in just a bit. Alright, and that is gonna be it for today's video. So what do I think of New Island? I think it's probably not gonna be for me. I am very impressed by it, don't get me wrong. It makes me feel like I'm playing Into the Radius, but the thing about the thing about the new island is that it is not at all really suited for for uh for PvP really. Well, or PvE, sorry. For PvP it's completely fine. Look, like just existing there, I already got the level 9, so I'm on my way to that Omega secure container again, baby. No, but you know, 24 and 60 minutes and it's hard, it's not really beneficial because by the time you traverse, you pretty much get nothing. Think back to like Chodov Mall during the wipe event where everything was crazy. That's the kind of thing that you want to do if you're looking for items. You want the map to be small so that you don't have to take too long running around it. You want the Phoenix to all be grouped together so that you don't have to walk like 500 meters just to kill like 2 or 3 Phoenixes. And yeah, it's just as much as I like it aesthetically, it's just not for me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate all of you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.